As the deer panteth for the water, so my soul longeth after thee. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship thee.
Good morning, BNI. Jeremy Brown here with another education moment. Today, I want to take a little detour into the world of music to talk about the difference between singing in unison and singing in harmony. When a choir sings in unison, everyone is hitting the same notes at the same time. Elementary school choirs typically sing in unison because it's safe and it's easy. With unison, if one or two people are slightly off pitch, their mistakes are barely noticeable because the rest of the group's volume drowns them out. In other words, you can hide in unison. The downside is that it can be a little boring. It's a flat, one-dimensional sound that, while loud, is ultimately unimpressive. It can be pleasant, but it's not very compelling. Now, think about harmony. Harmony happens when people sing different notes that complement each other perfectly. The result is a richer, deeper, and far more rewarding sound. However, harmony requires significantly more skill and attention. Everyone has to know their specific part and how it fits into the whole. And because everyone is playing a unique role, the risk is higher. If just one person is off key in a harmony, it's immediately noticeable to everyone in the room. So, what does all this have to do with BNI? Well, sometimes networking groups fall into the trap of going all in on unison. We all start saying the exact same buzzwords, adopting the same elevator pitches, and sounding like one loud, homogeneous voice. It feels safe, and it's easy to blend into the crowd. But to a visitor or a potential new member sitting in the room, a group acting in perfect unison isn't very appealing. It doesn't showcase the breadth of value that we actually offer. Don't get me wrong, unison has its place, but what we really want to achieve is harmony. We want a diverse group of many unique voices, professions, and personalities all working in concert with one another. When a visitor hears the roofer, the accountant, and the web designer all delivering entirely different messages, yet clearly supporting the shared goal of growing each other's businesses, that's an incredibly powerful and attractive environment. They want to join that choir. Now, harmony is absolutely the goal, but we must take care to avoid dissonance. Dissonance happens when different notes clash instead of complement. In BNI, dissonance might look like conflicting advice, failing to follow up on referrals, or focusing strictly on our own businesses rather than looking out for each other. We avoid dissonance by actively listening to each other's weekly presentations and understanding how our different businesses can support one another. So here's my challenge to you this week. As you're giving your presentations and having your one-to-ones, stop and ask yourselves, are you just blending in and adding to the unison? Or are you bringing your distinct voice to our chapter's harmony? Let's commit to knowing our individual parts, supporting each other's unique businesses, and making some beautiful music together. And that's it for today, my friends. Until next time, you've been educated.